Good day, everyone. This is the demo video of our Android application called CheckIT, an automated exam checker that utilizes optical mark recognition (OMR), optical character recognition (OCR), and deep learning. So first, we will be logging into our application. After we logged in, the user will be redirected to the home page, wherein the user can add subject. Once we added a subject, the user will be redirected to the section screen, where the user can add a section by filling up the form. The user can all of the section they have in that subject. Once the user click a section, the user will be redirected to the exam screen. This is where the 4 types of examinations are stored. The user can then add an exam, as many as the user like. Once the user go to a certain exam, the user will be redirected to the questionnaire, where the user can add the question type that they desire. We have multiple choice, true or false, identification, and essay. Then the user will add how many number of questions they want. Once submitted, the user will input the answer key for that particular exam. Once submitted, the user will be redirected to the student screen, wherein they got access to the answer key and the answer sheet, which can be downloaded as PDF and can be printed. In here, we will also add all of the question type that is available. Second is the true or false. Once submitted again, the user will also be redirected to the student screen, where they can also access the answer key and the answer sheet. Next, we will add the identification. In the identification type of questionnaire, the application has a fixed number of questions, which is 50. Lastly, the essay. In the essay, the user need to input the minimum number of words in the essay. Currently, the application has a maximum of 150 words, since that is the words that can be fit to the answer sheet. Next is percentages, the context accuracy, the keywords, and the grammar. The user have the free will to modify these percentage based on their desires, but the default that the application has is 10% for the keywords and grammar, and 80% for the context accuracy, based on the research that we've done. This is the most reasonable distribution to ensure a balanced evaluation of both technical correctness and meaningful content while considering the constraints that the application has, which is the 150 words maximum words. Then after submitting, the answer key that is needed are the keywords and the essay benchmark where the context accuracy will be based on. Once again, the user will be redirected to the student screen, where they can access again the answer key and the answer sheet. Now the user have the option to add student individually or in bulk. If the user chose to add all of the student all at once, the application have the feature to input all of the students that have registered to the form. Once the Add Students button is clicked, the user need to make sure that the whole class is done registering. Then the user can click the Add Students button. After it is clicked, the user need to wait for a while for the Application to finish the importing of the student's information. After the application is reloaded, we can see the students that have filled out the form. Next is the scanning of the answer sheet. We just need a black background and make sure that the whole answer sheet is inside the camera. No overlapping. We can click the check button once we are confident with our shot. Then we will wait for a moment for the application to finish. After that, the user will be redirected to the review answer, wherein the user can double-check and edit the extracted answers if needed. Once done, the user can submit and proceed to checking. After the checking process is done, the user will be redirected to the review score screen, where the user can check the right and wrong numbers that the student has. Then the user can submit and the score will be automatically recorded based on the extracted student number. Moving on to the true or false. Everything here is the same. The user just need to scan the answer sheet properly, and once the answers are extracted, the user can submit and proceed to checking. Once done, the user can check again the correct and incorrect answers. Then once the user submitted, it will record automatically based on the extracted student number. Now moving on to the identification process. We will first demonstrate our custom model for handwriting extraction. The accuracy of this model is approximately 70% to 71%. Once the handwriting extraction is complete, the user will be redirected to the review answer section, where they can edit the extracted answers as needed. Additionally, the system provides indicators to show the model's predictions. Predictions that are potentially incorrect are highlighted in red, while those that are likely correct are marked in green. Next is we will demo the Cloud Vision AI model by Google. The accuracy of this model is around 90% to 98%. After the scanning is done, the user will be redirected to review answer as always, just like the multiple choice and true or false. Next is once the user proceed, it will be redirected to the review score screen where the user can check the score, the correct and the right answer. And once submitted, it will automatically record again based on the student number. Lastly is the essay checking. We will use again our custom model. And just like the other three, after scanning, it will be redirected to the review answers, where the user can edit again the extracted handwriting if needed. There's also an indication for the low confidence percentage. The word will be read. Next is the Cloud Vision A model. Again, after scanning, it will be redirected to the review answer. This is the good chance to demo the format for student number. As you can see, there's also an indicator if the student number of the user is in the right format or no. The user can edit it again. Then, once submitted, after for a while, the user will be redirected to the review score. In there, the score for the 3 categories will be rendered. The keywords, context, and grammar. And once submitted by the user, it will automatically be recorded again based on the student number. Lastly, to the student screen, we also have a search feature here, where the user can search for the name of the student. Next is the item analysis. This feature gives the frequency of errors and correct answers. Next is the ranking. This is where the ranking of the students in that specific exam is rendered. Lastly, the exporting of the record, wherein the user can download the CSV file of the scores of the students. Now moving on to the Records page. The main difference compared to the Home page is the inclusion of a completion percentage indicator, which is displayed for both the subject and section screens. Next is the Student Record screen, where a table is presented. Each entry in the table includes a More Information button for each student. When the user clicks this button, the app navigates to a screen where they can choose the type of exam to view. After selecting the desired exam type, the app displays the records for that specific student and exam. Additionally, there is an Edit button that allows the user to modify the student score for the selected exam. That concludes the demonstration. Thank you.